G'day guys, my name is CJ. This is the HP EliteBook X G1A. And now I know what you're thinking. This is just a business laptop, but is it? Let's take a look. Now right off the bat, this isn't your typical chunky business laptop that your IT department normally hands out. This EliteBook X G1A is a pretty impressive machine, and it's got me rethinking what a business laptop actually is, and a lot of that has to do with its new AMD Ryzen AI processor packed inside. But to start with, HP has gone with this really beautiful glacier silver aluminium design that just feels super premium in the hand. Now, weirdly enough, I've actually got one of the older EliteBooks to compare it to, and honestly, it's a far more ergonomic and far nicer device to hold in the hand. Now, check out these ports on the side as well. This is how you get down to business. You've got HDMI 2.1, you've got 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, you've also got an additional USB-C port with 10 gigabits per second of data, and even a good old USB-A port with the same speeds. You've also got a full-sized headphone jack, and as someone who's constantly plugging in peripherals, this amount of connectivity is mwah. Now it weighs 1.49 kilograms, and at its thinnest point, it's about 9.2 millimeters thick, and it's nicely portable, and I think the 14-inch size hits the right balance for this. It's also not the lightest thing on the market, but for what's packed inside, I reckon that's a fair trade-off. The build quality is absolutely spot on. Aluminium chassis feels like it could survive a drop or two, and that's exactly what you want when you're lugging it around for business. On the inside, this is where things get really interesting for me, and I think the display is actually one of the best features of the laptop. I've got the OLED model here with an absolutely gorgeous 2.8K touch sensitive display, and mate, this screen is blow away. I'm a true OLED fanboy, and those deep blacks, vibrant colors makes both work and pleasure an absolute treat. It's got really nice viewing angles, and the screen almost folds flat. It's not quite 180 degrees, but there is a ton of flexibility in terms of angles. It also has a super smooth 120 Hz refresh rate, and I'm truly loving how smooth things look and feel as I've been working away. It also maxes out at 400 nits of brightness, which is decent enough for indoor use, but it's probably not going to be amazing in the brightest of outdoor Australian settings. But honestly, for most business use cases, this display is more than enough. The 14-inch size, as I mentioned as well, is the sweet spot for screen real estate without making things feel overly cramped or unwieldy. But let's talk about the elephant in the room and the thing that everyone's talking about at the moment, which is AI, and more specifically this laptop's AI power. This thing runs AMD's Ryzen AI 7 Pro with up to 8 cores and 16 threads, boosting up to 5 gigahertz. It also has 32 gigs of RAM in this model, and here's the kicker, it's got 50 TOPS of AI performance. Now I know what you're thinking, CJ, what the hell does that even mean? And that's fair. All you need to know is that it means the laptop can actually handle proper on-device AI without needing to be connected to the internet all the time, unlike a lot of smartphones and other laptops out there. Now, I've been using it with Microsoft Copilot Plus, and features like the AI-powered Polycamera Pro puts those TOPS to work with real-time features like background blur in video calls and enhanced Windows Studio effects that actually work really brilliantly. No more looking like a potato in team meetings when working from home. Now, the performance for everyday tasks is as brilliant as you'd expect. Excel spreadsheets with thousands and thousands of rows, it'll absolutely crush these. Multiple Chrome tabs, piece of cake, open a few hundred more. 3D modeling and printing, or even gaming, yeah, it handles that too, though you might want to plug it in for longer sessions. Now on the inside, the keyboard on this thing is really nice. It's clicky, it's tactile, it's perfect for long work sessions. HP calls it their premium keyboard, and they're not wrong. Key travel is just right. It's got backlighting, and it's spill resistant too, which is handy for those like me who's a bit of a coffee addict, especially on the days where you get the shakes from drinking too much of it. It also has a super sensitive fingerprint sensor on the top right, which is really nice. And the trackpad down here is among some of the biggest I've used on a Windows laptop ever, and it supports Windows precision gestures, which actually means it's smooth, responsive, and actually reliable. Like, it actually works, unlike a lot of other Windows laptops out there. Battery life is also where this laptop really shines for business use cases. I'm getting around 10 to 12 hours of typical office work, so things like email, web browsing, document editing, bit of spreadsheet work. That's a full day without hunting for power outlets. Inside, you've got a 74.5 watt hour battery, which is really decent sized. Combined with that 100 watt USB-C charger, it tops up pretty quickly too. Fast charging gets you about 50% in 30 minutes, which is brilliant when you're rushing between business appointments. Now, as mentioned before, AI features is where this laptop starts to differentiate itself. HP's AI companion is actually pretty useful. It can summarize documents, help with email composition, and even assist with data analysis if you're so inclined. The 5 megapixel IR camera on the front is fantastic for Windows Hello, and the AI enhanced features that we mentioned before also include things like auto framing and lighting adjustments to make video calls much more professional. As someone who does a decent amount of telehealth consults as an Australian GP, this stuff actually matters, and I truly believe this is one of the better setups out there. And so I've been using this as a work laptop for a bit of consulting work, content creation, and just general daily computing. And the performance so far has been more than adequate for everything that I've thrown at it. It also has Wi-Fi 7 connectivity, so it's already massively future-proofed and secure with regards to networking. And the Secure Pro security suite built inside gives me that peace of mind when handling sensitive patient information. And the enterprise-grade security that's built in is exactly what you need in a professional environment. Now, one thing that also really impressed me overall, though, is that it's thermal management. This laptop is engineered for a 40-watt workload, even unplugged, which shows how efficient the thermal design of this laptop is. So even as I've pushed it with photo editing, processing 3D models for 3D printing, and gaming, this thing stays pretty quiet and doesn't get uncomfortably warm unless you're blocking all of the vents. For a business laptop with this level of AI performance and build quality, I reckon it's pretty competitive. When you factor in security features, AI features, and HP enterprise support, it starts to make sense for businesses that need some reliable future-proof hardware. I think HP has done a pretty great job. What do you guys think? Are you guys interested in AI-powered laptops, or do you reckon it's all just hype? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, give us a like, subscribe for more, and of course, ding the bell icon so you don't miss out. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.